The major life transition that a parent or a mom will go through is really from single life to being married, primarily sharing the decision making with another individual that you may not always have the same standards. On top of that, having a child. So you're trying to run a household, and that's major transition. And then the children, when the children come in, not to mention the fact that in the Filipino setting, no, you have extended family. And extended family is major transition because they do give unsolicited advice.
And the first one was leaving and giving birth away from the Philippines and having my two children in the States. So I had to learn how to be a mom away from home, away from the comforts and the culture that we're used to, in raising children. And then now again, it's a big transition moving back 4 years later with two children in tow and having to relearn everything of how to be a mom again back here in Manila.
I guess that would have to be my relationship with my husband. So I think the major transition there is trying to balance my time, having time for my husband, having time for my kids, and doing all my responsibilities as a wife and a mom.
Always assume the positive about your partner. But they're fighting for something because the motivation is positive, that they believe in something that you may not see. And when you assume the positive, the environment is different. It's not suspicious, it's not malicious, it's not selfish nor defensive. You're assuming that this person is trying to really show me a different angle or perspective that I may not see. And there's so much value in that. That's why you married that person. There's so much value in that. And so it becomes an enriching experience. The acceptance is a process. A process means it takes time. And so we really have to have that disposition of where is it now? Where am I now? And in that transition, how confident am I that even if other people have another opinion, that I can communicate mine? Be open that we agree to disagree, that's what they say. And on top of that, respect the person not sharing the same opinion as yours.
I had to set up my own way of doing things and I had to learn everything, from scratch. So I had to do everything by myself, develop our own kind of system. And then here, it doesn't necessarily apply because there's so many other people that you have to consider. And as Coach Pia was saying earlier, that there's so much disturbance, distractions, that you have to work with also.
So be open to changes or, have contingencies kasi life won't be as predictable. For example, going out on dates with my husband, we don't pressure ourselves that every Saturday night we have to go out. So it's more of if we have the time, then let's go out and then let's enjoy ourselves. If not, it's okay because we're home with the kids.
I always view motherhood as a big sacrifice or giving of yourself for your children. So if you're not physically, emotionally, spiritually grounded and strong, then there's nothing for them to take from you and you have nothing to give. So for me, it's very important that your mind, body, and soul are healthy. And Coach Pia was talking also about inner strength earlier na you're the center, you're the core. So you're the foundation. So you have to be strong for you and for your children also.